intelligence operates silently. Stillness is where creativity and solutions to problems are found. The mind unconsciously loves problems because they give you an identity of sorts. Surrender comes when you no longer ask, "Why is this happening to me?" The ego says, "I shouldn't have to suffer," and that thought makes you suffer so much more. It is a distortion of the truth, which is always paradoxical. The truth is that you need to say yes to suffering before you can transcend it. Wisdom comes with the ability to be still. Just look and just listen. No more is needed. Being still, looking and listening activates the non-conceptual intelligence within you. Let stillness direct your words and actions. Resistance is weakness and fear masquerading as strength. What the ego sees as weakness is your being in its purity, innocence and power. What it sees as strength is weakness. Don't look for peace. Don't look for any other state than the one you're in now. Otherwise you will set up inner conflicts and unconscious resistance. If you are content with being nobody in particular, content not to stand out, you align yourself with the power of the universe. What looks like weakness to the ego is in fact the only true strength. You don't have to wait for something meaningful to come into your life so that you can finally enjoy what you do. There is more meaning and joy than you will ever need. The waiting to start living syndrome is one of the most common delusions of the unconscious state. Instead of asking, "What do I want from life?" a more powerful question is, "What does life want from me?" When you no longer perceive the world as hostile, there is no more fear. And when there is no more fear, you think, speak, and act differently. Love, joy, and peace cannot flourish until you have freed yourself from mind dominance. When you become comfortable with uncertainty, infinite possibilities open up in your life. For what you do to others, you do to yourself. When you want to arrive at your goal more than you want to be doing what you're doing, you become stressed. Acceptance of the unacceptable is the greatest source of grace in this world. Non-resistance, non-judgment, and non-attachment are the three aspects of true freedom and enlightened living. This is most people's reality. As soon as something is perceived, it is named, interpreted, compared with something else, liked, disliked, or called good or bad by the phantom self, the ego. Whenever you are immersed in compulsive thinking, you are avoiding what is. You don't want to be where you are, here, now. When this delusion of utter separateness underlies and governs whatever I think, say, and do, what kind of world do I create? To know another human being in their essence, you don't really need to know anything about them, their past, their history, their story. Nothing ever happened in the past that can prevent you from being present now. And if the past cannot prevent you from being present now, what power does it have? Just watching an animal closely can take you out of your mind and bring you into the present moment, which is where the animal lives all the time, surrendered to life. Be where you are. Look around. Just look, don't interpret. See the light, shapes, colours, textures. Be aware of the silent presence of each thing. Be aware of the space that allows everything to be. Do not be concerned with the fruit of your action. Just give attention to the action itself. The fruit will come of its own accord. This is a powerful spiritual practice. Just as the dog loves to chew bones, the human mind loves its problems. Stillness is the only thing in this world that has no form, but then it is not really a thing and it is not of this world. If increased meta-knowledge is not counterbalanced by a corresponding growth in consciousness, then the likelihood of psycho-spiritual dysfunction is great. Those who do not attempt to appear more than they are, but are simply themselves, stand out as remarkable and are the only ones who truly make a difference in this world. True love has no opposite. If your love has an opposite, then it is not love, but a strong ego need for a more complete and deeper sense of self, a need that the other person temporarily meets. The ultimate truth of who you are is not I am this or I am that, but I am. If you cannot feel your emotions, if you are cut off from them, you will eventually experience them on a purely physical level as a physical problem or symptom. A moment of danger can bring about a temporary cessation of the stream of thinking and thus give you a taste of what it means to be present, alert, aware. One day you may catch yourself smiling at the voice in your head, as you would smile at the antics of a child. This means that you no longer take the content of your mind all that seriously, as your sense of self does not depend on it. If there isn't an emanation of love and joy, complete presence and openness toward all beings, then it is not enlightenment. Many people don't realise until they are on their deathbed and everything external falls away, that nothing ever had anything to do with who they are. True communication is communion, the realisation of oneness, which is love. The ego could be defined simply in this way: a dysfunctional relationship with the present moment. Stillness is the language God speaks, and everything else is a bad translation. Consciousness is a vast ocean, and thinking is the waves and ripples on the surface of the ocean. Every wave and ripple has a very short-lived life. It is very fleeting.